you see where they've thickened the wall here. We've got these quarry tile surrounds. That's probably the edging to a timber floor, because we've got support for the joists running across here, which would run across there. Chimney base, external drains here. As we dismantled it, again, that gives you a really nice view of impression of how thick the wall was thickened probably in the 1850s. And this quarry tiling extended all the way up that wall originally. And you can tell by looking at that brickwork, that's not 17th century brickwork, that's 19th century machine-made brick. And when you put sections across it like that, you see what Victorians have done. They've dug down, built this wall and just filled in rubble. And that's the 17th century bit there. That's I mentioned the fireplace in the Great Hall that had been rebuilt. It's actually the wrong place for the fireplace in the Great Hall in the 17th century building. It should have been at the other end of the room, which is one giveaway. Again, those bricks, when you see them closely, are nice and shiny. They're obviously Victorian brickwork. So again, that's a great tradition. So we have what looked like a 17th century building, quite heavily modified probably at least twice in the 19th century. We found, because of all the Victorian modifications, we found very little inside the building that gave us any clue as to. We didn't get much in the way of finds. The only thing we did find was a single piece of prehistoric flute work, which is quite nice to give us a clue that something was going on around here in the Mesolithic, but it had absolutely nothing to do with the house. This is a view around the back. The last few days, it always happens in the last few days, we found these pits around the back that have been excavated by this person up here. And these are absolutely chock full of 17th century pottery. Right. So we got quite a nice story about Newton-le-Willows. We found absolutely no evidence for the moat. The moat wasn't there, not on that bit of site. I'm convinced it's underneath the railway embankment. There's very little on there that need be any earlier than 1634. Possibly some of the outbuildings to do with the manor house. And we got some quite nice pottery out of it as well. I'm going to deal with Crow Lane now, which is a broadly contemporary building. I have to remind myself of some of its history as well. It's generally associated with the Sargent family. The Sargents first mentioned in Newton-le-Willows in the late 13th century. They crop up in documents relating to marriage. And they're generally associated with Crow Hall. But there's nothing to actually directly associate with them until with the Sargents with Crow Hall until the 1520s. So one of the questions we had about this was, we can be fairly sure this building was here in 1528. Were the Sargents living here any earlier? But, by the way, it was Crow Hall, Crow Lane. This is that Yoxall map, 1745. It's the tide map. You've got the glassworks there, which is where the fire station is. Just about make out Crow Hall there. I think by then it's divided into two properties. That's 1839. The 1850s again. That's it down here, showing us a single property at this time. And that's 1891. You can see it down here. Again, it's got, if you look closely at it, it's got the same sort of ground plan as Newton Hall, this sort of E shape to it. And what's interesting, it sits in this nice square plot. And Lane, writing in 1914, says there's a local story of it being moated. So again, that's another thing we're looking at. Had the Sargents lived here since the late 1200s? Was it ever moated? And what was the history of the building? Not so many photographs of Crow Hall. Some of you've probably seen this before. And again, when you look at that superficially, it's a typical, what's called multi-gable. It's got all these small gables tacked onto the end of 16th or 17th century building. A few more detailed views, like this one, Smith Hamlet. Yeah. And this looks, at first sight, half timbered, or timber frame, but I'm fairly sure looking closely at that, again, that's Victorian improvement, that's just bits of wood nailed to brickwork. It just doesn't look right, it's timber framing. So again, that's what we were looking for when we were digging it. Again, I had to justify this to guys who wanted to build on there, to want some money off them. So, what date was the first building on that site? Was it voted? And how much of the building that was demolished in the 30s was actually 17th century? So, we start off with, before they're going to give us any money, we have to prove that there's something there. So we start off by what's called trial trenching. So we have these small trenches done with a JCB across the site, just to prove that there's stuff there. Bingo, first one. See these flagstones, not very well cleaned up, but we didn't need to at the time. And you can see just that side's quite nice. It shows just how shallow this site was buried. I'm amazed anything survived, to be honest, given the site history. It's surprising that there was anything there. I think that's about what, 10 inches of soil in there. Very, very shallow. People often ask me, how deep are you going to dig your hole? I never know before I start, unless I've got X-ray vision. It varies between that shallow and at the same time as I was doing this site, I was doing a site in Garston where we stopped at 4 metres. And we go through the same process at Trial Lanes as we did at Newton. We had to clean it all up. Well, you know what this summer was like? It was horrible. These poor people, they're all paid to do this. I think all these people are paid. Some people manage to volunteer. But they're busy cleaning it up. And they're cleaning it up for the same reason we cleaned up Newton Hall, except this time we've got free riding cherry picker. We're doing it for the same reasons. Again, rather than to speed things up as much as anything, and in the long run it's more accurate, what we do, we go on that, we get free riding the cherry picker, take photographs looking down on the site. We can get much higher with the cherry picker than we can with the helium balloons. We can get the whole site in one go. And again, this is what I've done is use some surveying equipment. Produce a rough outline. This is loaded into a computer. The computer gets rid of all the camera distortions caused by the camera lens, and we can digitise this back in the office and produce the drawings. You can see straight away, looking at this slide, that there's not as much survived of this building as did Newton Hall. Hardly surprising that we had a job centre built on top of it since it was demolished. We've got let's get my bearings right. East wing here. Front entrance would have been about here, but it's gone completely. Got the back of the west wing here. I can't quite reach. We've got a more detailed slide of this. We've got the front of the west wing at the top. This hole in the ground here, later identified as a World War II bomb shelter. Maybe I'll be corrected on that. And again, what we were doing was looking for the earliest history of the site. First of all, we found no evidence for a moat. We didn't have